Hello and welcome back to Wada, and my name is Beast. Today we're back with Sour the Witch.
I thought you were gonna say Sadness of the Witch, but that also is quite apt.
I'm not that desperate for puns.
You will be when it potentially gets desperate.
I mean, I have the booze.
I don't because, I don't want to overdo it of late, but I do instead have chocolate orange cookies.
The first stage of grief, denial.
And the last stage of grief is not acceptance, it's just food.
I feel like I know what you're talking about, though. Is this like the one with like the chocolate top, like the cookie bottom in it is just orange?
Okay.
They're like mildly soft.
Oh, right, like a kind of tang thing.
I don't remember what they were. Hold on. I'll just look them up myself.
Yeah. And here we are, audience, diving into gastronomic tour already.
And nah, it's not quite what I thought it was. Ugh. Maybe because it mildly sounds like it could be the English name for like a brand of cookies that was pretty popular in my younger days. Anyways. Huh. A beautifully soft and clear voice.
修二君、起きてください。
I was laying and I thought she was naked.
Harder to censor.
I'm glad I don't have to censor. I should probably pull up the fucking censorship thing.
Yeah, I'd get it ready.
Indeed.
After all, we all know that we can't fucking trust anything. I mean, I can trust Hello Lady thus far, which is nice. Like, you do not understand how much it, like, increases my enjoyment of a visual novel when I don't constantly have to, like, pay attention to be on the fucking quick draw to censor in case anything pops up.
Yeah. You have to dive in front of it like taking a bullet.
Mm-hmm.
Ohayou gozaimasu.
Are you an angel?
はい、天使?
It was one. Well, actually, she is an angel in a sense. The person who woke me up is actually Nene, my angel. I want to fucking smack him for that one.
Beat him to death.
Well, it wasn't going to be Raphael, was it?
Honestly, I'm fucking hoping that my brother is done with Legends Arceus soon. Mainly just because I want to be able to go back to streaming SMT5. Like, I'm really enjoying SMT5, actually.
Okay.
I'm actually seriously thinking about just buying Nocturne or like grabbing an emulator and playing Strange Journey or the like SMT4 or SMT4 Apocalypse. Maybe even like I mentioned earlier, Devil Survivor. Just like just drown myself in SMT content.
Become an SMT tuber.
Fucking collab, do a collab with try to do a collab with Fither. Try to explain what the fuck the axiom is. Because by fucking god, SMT doesn't.
Oh well.
Anyways. Is that you, Nene? Am I dreaming? I have to be. Clearly not in my room. So why would I be sleeping here? Thought this was real for a second. Really threw me for a loop.
夢じゃありませんから、二度寝しちゃダメですよ。早く起きてください。
Has to be a dream, no other reason you'd be in my room first thing in the morning. I love you, bed.
そんなベタな擬音はいいですから、早く起きないと遅れちゃいますよ。
And I yawned that it would have stabbed the bed.
You must die, bed.
Mhm.
実はもう起きてませんか？そんな態度のままだと、私怒りますよ。
By the way, I hope y'all are fucking prepared to be like fucking for this to like this video will either be another 1 hour adventure or it'll be fucking 4 hours. I hope y'all are prepared.
Agony.
There's no in between. It's either an hour or 4 hours plus.
Hope it's not going to be that long. I've got work in the morning.
Yeah, I can't be around for too long.
Shit.
Well, as long as we can.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, what are you gonna
無
do?
理やり起こしちゃいますから。
Nene just, like, instead of kissing him, like, Nene just fucking picks him up one-handed and yeets him against the wall.
Happy nods him.
My nose gets pinched suddenly and I struggle to breathe. My mouth immediately tries to open, but it's sealed as well. Not by a hand, but something much more softer and squishier. Wait, are these lips? Nene? The real Nene? It's real? It's not real?
おはようございます。
Morning, but why am I... It's all coming back to me now. Kept embracing Nene as long as she wanted, and, well, we ended up coming back to her place and falling asleep. And for the record, I only held her. No sexy time.
Out.
Just wasn't the kind of mood for that. Like, what kind of jerk would pressure a crying girl to have sex with him?
昨日は本当にお恥ずかしいところを。すみませんでした。
Don't worry, he's into it. What?
Shameful display. Anyway.
Shameful display!
Again, Shogun 2 rears its ugly head.
I feel the need to talk about something in my D&D session that's going on right now.
Oh dear.
My character is a Tabaxi warlock called... Like, his actual name isn't Flynn, but he basically uses the alias Flynn. Because, like, to Tabaxi, it's like, according to lore, Tabaxi names are, like, similar to, like, Indian titles and stuff like that. Like, yes, he is fucking Swift Arrow or some bullshit like that. Like, you know how in, like, cartoons it's always like that?
Basically, yeah, he who is afraid of his horses, yeah.
That's basically, like, apparently the naming conventions for Tabaxi. So his name is basically Flinkus Beast, which is, because he's a fucking... because he's, like, a level 1 character with 19 dexterity. Which is not normal. And yeah, basically he basically took this name and made the alias Flynn out of it. Which is gonna be fun if we ever encounter any fey creatures. Because you know how, like, you're not supposed to give your name to fey? He can do it since it's not actually his name. Basically. We have a rogue in the party, but the rogue hasn't had time for a session since session 1. So she was basically, like, in canon, just, like, walking after us.
Yeah.
And, so Flynn was usually the one who scouted ahead. And, like, the DM had, like, several instances where he prepared, like, little solo sessions. Or in case someone decide to do something on their own, or like have it prepared if multiple people got there. And for some reason, Flynn is always the one who accidentally entered those mini solo sessions.
Oh.
So like basically every fucking session, the DM would just take me to a different voice chat because Flynn decided to scout ahead again, or Flynn decided to do the request that like a wandering merchant asked of him, asked of the party. Not even the party, but like one person in the party who decided, yeah, she's not gonna do it. So he decided, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna do it then. Be nice and all that. This goes to this mage, and the mage is like, you know what, like, I can help you with dealing with bandits, but, here's a fucking here's like 3 buckets. Go to this cave and fill them with the stones there. Because he needs them for research. And then Flynn is, of course, like, oh, okay, I guess I'll fucking do that. So he goes off and does that. And he keeps getting into, like, solo encounters because of this. And he's a ranged warlock archer. And it just never goes well. Like, we are still level 1, and Flynn dropped like 6 times and always somehow survived. And I don't know why. How? Like when he had to collect those stones, he basically like grabbed, wanted to grab one of the stones and put them in the basket. But he like grabs it, lets go of it, looks at his hand, it's just a massive fucking gash in his palm. 6 damage. Great! Flynn has 9 max HP. I'm down to 3 HP.
Oh
Ow.
no.
Stone thing, like, shakes off the other stones. Turns out it's some weird fucking stone golem monster thing. Hits Flynn once. Flynn is down. The only reason why Flynn didn't die there is because the DM decided, okay, let's activate the plot armor. One of the stones activates, heals you, and as you run away and fire your witch bolt at it, another stone that you automatically grabbed activated and just fireballs the fucking thing. And it's like always shit like this. Like Flynn is the best person when it comes to stealth. I think potentially not better than the rogue, because the rogue has expertise. I don't know in which, but has expertise. But since the rogue isn't there, he's the best person at stealth, so of course he would scout ahead. So he keeps running into these fucking solo sessions, and it's like fucking, oh yes, that's a massive fucking, like, weird feline flying speedy fucker akin to Nargacuga from Monster Hunter, and a giant fucking stone snake dripping acid from its mouth, both surrounding a cowering little girl. The fuck is Flynn supposed to do? Because I'm not gonna act out of character and have him run away. Like, Flynn would get the fuck in there and try to save that girl.
The average roleplay enjoyer.
Like, Flynn's entire shtick is that he's basically in a contest for the head of his caravan and tribe. Basically, due to Tabaxi valuing stories more than anything, the winner of the contest is decided by who can collect the more heroic tales about themselves. And he has like this rivalry with another Tabaxi, whom I have forgotten the name of right now. You know what, fuck it, I'll look at check real quick. I have it in my notes. Rocky. Like, he has basically a homie called Rocky that's also taking part in that contest. And it's like, of course he wouldn't just stand there and let this girl be fucking mauled by an oversized cat and a fucking acid rock snake. Like, because fun thing that I managed to like, the fun thing, I managed to basically convince my DM to let slide is that instead of a second language, Flynn can communicate with feline creatures.
Huh.
He's a furry.
Have you seen a tabaxi before?
Yes, I have. I just wanted to make fun of your character.
And basically, like Flynn even at first was like, because the snake and the thing didn't seem friendly towards each other, since it almost seemed like they were keeping each other in check while prowling around the girl. So Flynn was basically, okay, I'm gonna fucking try to do some democracy bullshit with the cat.
Democracy. I love democracy.
That didn't work, but oh well, I'm wasting time again.
Yeah, because you really don't want to face the pain, don't you?
Yeah, I really don't!
We're good at wasting time. We really are.
Yeah.
Oh no, you don't have to worry about that. Besides, it's the guy's job to comfort his girlfriend when he's feeling scared. When she's feeling scared.
でも急に泊まってもらうことになって親御さんにもご迷惑
I'm convinced Taichi would just beat the shit out of him if he were to leave her alone in that situation.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, he didn't care. Heck, when I told him I was sleeping over at a friend's place, he was practically jumping for joy. Said he was glad I've been making friends.
それなら安心しました
He was seriously ecstatic. Holy cow. Of course I didn't tell him who that friend is. I can only imagine how peeved he'd be if I said I was staying over at my girlfriend's house.
ところでお腹空いてますよね朝ごはん準備したんですが一緒に食べませんか
Oh, heck yeah! What? Thanks for doing this, Nene.
いえ私がしたくてしてることですからあとお弁当も作っておきましたから一緒に食べましょうね
Perfect. I can wait. Oh, something funny that happened in like Scott's server earlier that I noticed is that somebody posted like about a game that apparently exists. Narcissu or something like that, and the fucking synopsis: the anonymous protagonist is diagnosed with a terminal illness shortly after his 20th birthday. He is admitted in a hospital in Mito, Ibaraki. There he meets Setsumi, a woman a few years older who is also terminally ill. Finding that they both were ejected to die either in hospital or at home, they steal a car and run away. Sud posted a link to the VNDB side of that with the words that this is 3 hours, and Red just reacts like, well, of course it is, they both fucking die! Like, yeah, I mean, sure, corrected all that, but
Oh, yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ, that's a bit too direct.
Yeah, I noticed Kara's reaction.
I'm still waiting for the Kinkoi
Such
fan
an
disc.
happy-
Like, I hope the fucking Kinkoi fan disc is, like, done by May at least. Anyways, perfect, I can't wait.
ご飯で大丈夫ですよね今よそいますから
Yeah, thanks. Honestly, like, her talking about rice just reminds me of the fucking... I'm sorry. Just reminds me of, like, the fucking trash taste. Like, whenever they talk about anything food-related, they just turn into fucking animals.
Oh. Kind of like Spirited Away.
More like fucking... just go completely berserk, I mean.
Oh.
Like, one dude, like...
Not literally
Talks
turning
ab-
into pigs.
For example, one of the latest ones that A Man in a Motel animated was where Connor talks about how he tried Little Caesar's pizza. And he apparently fucking loves it. And I'll just send the link later. You can feel the warmth of the rice in the bowl she hands me. It's kind of nice. waking up and having breakfast ready for you.
どうかしましたか？
No, just savoring this bliss. Waking up to breakfast is a nice feeling. It's almost like we're married.
確かにそうかもしれませんが、そうはっきり言われると照れますよ。
God, she's
Slamming
adorable.
his-
God, is she adorable.
Slamming his drink down out of sadness, despair.
Oh no, I didn't
Agony.
actually slam it down. I just like let it drop like a centimeter above the table.
Sound like you slammed it.
Oh, well.
Because I just managed to like perfectly drop it, so it wasn't like one side more than the other, but like perfectly on the fucking bottom. Alright, time to dig in.
はい、召し上がれ。
But the best part of all this is that I get to see Nina's lovely smile first thing in the morning. The greatest smile ever. The one I've been dying to see but couldn't for the past few days. Boy, am I glad I came clean to her about how I felt. After we finish breakfast, then it takes care of the cleanup. In the meantime, I head back home so I can get my stuff for school. Once done, we meet up again and go to school together. Huh? Why are you so giddy over? What are you so giddy over? We're taking the usual route to school, and considering the time, some of our classmates might see us. Was her name Irina? I don't think it was. No, it was called Orphan for some reason. Anyways, Hydrock Riot character in the background. There we fucking go.
Yeah.
We're taking, oops. But I'm over that, but now I have decided to live our remaining days to the fullest.
だって二人でいられて幸せじゃないはずありません。
How fucking dare you be that goddamn diabetes inducing.
それに一晩一緒にいられたおかげで修二くんの寝顔も見ることができましたから。
Quite freaky.
Stop, you're embarrassing me.
新しい一面を発見できたみたいで嬉しかったですよ。
You know what's actually kind of funny?
Uh-huh.
Before I started Iru's route in Hello Lady, someone told me like how nice it would be if I like took a short break before starting Iru's route, because he felt like one should immediately go from Iru to Saku without break. And of course I was like, well, I'm just gonna keep going. And then I remembered, wait, we planned the co-host today, so I'm actually gonna put a break between Iru and Saku.
Okay.
But hey, he's looking forward to the co-host as well, so... Hi! Anyways.
It all worked out in the end.
As it did. Is it really that special? I guess it has to be a little different. But hey, do you think I've been acting a little childish around you? Kinda sat down and thought about it once, and I let you spoil me quite a lot.
そうなんですか？気づいていませんでした。むしろ私の方が甘えちゃっていますから。あ、でも修二くん、確かに意外と子供っぽいところがありましたね。
So you do think so? I wanna grow up a little and be more mature. But when I'm with Nene, I just can't keep my cool. No, I'm probably just not a very mature person by nature. Are you okay with me being like that? You don't want to see me acting more mature or anything?
それは大丈夫です。嫌だなんてことは全然。私も気持ちよかったので。
If only it could stay like this.
What?
If only it could stay like this.
No, I read his line.
Yeah.
私のおっぱいをペロペロしてるとき、赤ちゃんみたいで可愛いなって。それに私も気持ちよかったので嫌じゃなかったです。
Oh lord.
No fetch shaming in the
Nice.
audience, please.
Troll.
That's what you would think of when I say childish!
もうこんな道中でいやらしいことを言わせないでくださいよ。とにかくですね、私は別に気にしてませんから、修二君のすべてが好きです。子供っぽいところも、優しくてあったかいところも、全部。
Suplex her, see how she likes that side.
What?
Just the fucking sheer expression of confusion there. Anyways, me too. I love everything about you, from how you can be so cute to how you can be childish and stubborn. I also like how dirty you can be.
So does the entirety of the audience.
好きじゃないです。
Indeed.
意地悪も過ぎると嫌いになっちゃいますから。
What? You won't like me?
Of course you would.
That one's still the best one. I wish Hello Lady had like a save function, even if it was just for the fucking oh hallelujah that he fucking lets out in Sorako's route. I actually already got a fucking comment, like where someone expressed that they would be very disappointed in Scott if he didn't like repeat that line multiple times like I did when he gets to it.
それダメ、そのスイッチダメ、絶対。なんてこと言ってるんだろう私。待って、稲葉さんちょっと待ってください。
Like I guess Medical has some nice ones, but they're just not Nene level, you know.
もうやだ、泣きたい。お家帰る。いややめてください。私のことは言わなくていいんですよ。
Anyways.
そんな悲しそうな顔しないでください。嘘です。さっきのは嘘ですから。嫌いになんてなれるわけありませんよ。
That's a relief.
本当に意地悪です、修二君。
Sorry, but if there's one other thing I love about you, it's your cute reactions.
好きって言えば何でも許すと思わ
Is
ない
that you or
で
the
ください。
character?
私はそんなちょろくありません。
Is that you or the character voicing that thought?
Both. Like nothing can get me more than like a fucking adorable reaction. Anyways. Huh?
何ですか？
No, forget it. Not gullible. Huh. Like a bullshit. Right as we arrive on school grounds, we see Inaba shouting at us, waving her hand exaggeratedly.
おはよう。
Hello.
Aloha!
Look like Yoshima's crude attempt at my head.
稲葉さん、シーバさん。
When you want to say hello, but you're also,
You're also stuck on
Fuck.
Hawaii.
yeah, aloha, bro. Yeah.
Morning. It's not fucking morning, though. It's like fucking almost 9 p.m.
Yeah.
何ですか？
On the other side of the world.
そんなに見つめられると寝癖でもついてますか？
Actually, I'm kind of curious. What time would it be in Japan right now?
Yeah.
Northern Hemisphere. This is where we discover it is 9 in the morning, isn't it?
Hold on, time zones. When I'm looking up time zone, I don't care about fucking jeans!
Do you want me to look it up on my time zone converter?
Yeah, please do.
Alright, one sec. Do carry on, I'll catch up.
Hold on. Should be roughly 9 hours ahead, I think.
It is, and it'll be about 5 in the morning when compared with Central European time.
Mm-hmm. It's still a bit early to be heading to school, though. Maybe I should just finish this whole bottle today.
Or 2 in the afternoon, if you're in America.
Bud, what's your fucking...
Up?
Well, what is your
His time zone would
census
be
on his attempt to find out what your time is?
Failure.
Oh, it's not. I thought I was running off EST.
Oh well.
いえいえ、そんなことありませんよ。いつも通り素敵なネネ先輩です。二人一緒
You
だ
were
から
probably correct, but I wasn't listening for the last 10 seconds.
It's at 2 p.m. for you, isn't it?
Yeah.
244, yeah.
Ah, right.
I just said failure to make him feel bad.
Well, 244 is kind of wrong. So
ちゃんと仲直りしたんですね。安心しました。
Sorry to worry. Sorry for worrying you.
でも
Well,
本当
talking
によ
aside.
かったよ。すみません。ご心配をおかけして。でももう大丈夫です。自分に正直になるって決めたので、もうこんなことはありませんから。それは何よりですね。いやー、よかったよかった。
I don't know why, but like the back of my hand of both of my hands has been like really fucking dry again, to the point where there's just red dots all over from where the skin fucking cracked.
let's make you scream.
Yeah, I use them a lot, but the problem is I also wash my hands a lot.
みんな、おはよう。
Good morning, Torakushi.
もう普通だね。よかったよかった。
Your advice really helped me a lot, so thank you for that.
大したことは言ってないと思うけど、お役に立てたなら何より。まあ、いくら付き合ってる恋人同士でも、時には喧嘩するのも普通のことだよ。大事なのは、お互い意地にならずに、何が大切なのかをちゃんと考えること。
Yeah, I think you're completely right with that. The last thing I want is for our relationship to end with regret. I still think it's fucking funny how one of the mounts in Legends Arceus is like the new form of like the evolved form for like the evolution of the new form of Sneasel. Sneeboss, I think it was called. Actually, it's just the new form of Sneeboss. Sneeboss was already a thing before. It's just that I only know the German name. And when you mount that, it's like a humanoid Pokemon. And when they last did that, with Machamp in Pokemon Sun and Moon, they solved it by literally just having the Machamp like carry you with one pair of arms, like fucking princess style, while like pushing the boulders you can push with it with the other two hands. Well, the fashion that you quote unquote mount Sneeboss is Sneeboss just has a fucking like basket on his back, and you just sit in the basket a la fucking Nezuko.
Hmm.
And it's fucking great. I need to make the most of every minute I have with her and engrave these feelings into my heart. But of course, classes still take priority. I mean, do they? I attend class like a good student. Why would you? I mean, it'd be a little hard to fully enjoy myself if I had to deal with a guilty conscience from skipping class. Wow, pussy. I have skipped class before. But that was only when it was already set in stone that I would be dropping out. But since you can only drop out at like the half-year mark, for some fucking reason, I don't know why. And because that's like the only you can only drop out then. After it was like made clear that I would be dropping out, I would literally just like skip every math class, because math class was one of the classes where the teacher literally just like saw me sleep in the fucking front row at that point. Because like I was dropping out, why the fuck should I pay attention to class? So I just like fucking slept, and he would just like see me sleep. Like I was like seated right at the fucking teacher's table. Like my table was like right up against the teacher's desk. And I would just fucking sleep. And he would just see me there, be like, okay, his neighbor fucking solved the problem, please. Same with English, but my English class was just like, no matter if I was dropping out already or not, because even before, and I would just sleep in English class, because guess what? I still had a fucking B. Which is like I say, a B. I had like a fucking 2, because German grading system and all that. Which is like 1 is the best, and 6 is the worst. And I averaged about like, well, 2. There is actually like a point system instead of like a grade system when you get to like those high grades in Germany, where it's like 0 points is a 6. Then 1, 2, 3 points is a 5, 4, 5, 6 points is a 4, 7, 8, 9 points is a 3, and then it continues in like 3 steps. And my average for English was like 11 or 12 points. So I didn't really fucking need to pay attention in class. So I would just like fucking sleep in class, and the teacher would see me and be like, well, I guess it's fine. There was like one case where it was like 2 stories. One story was that I was basically like the start of class, and I was already on my spot and sleeping, and suddenly like I feel someone like poke me from the front, and just like raise my head like, huh, the fuck, and like the dude that was sitting in front of me was like, hey, you're being like, yeah, it's like he wants to do like an oral exam for you, basically like just vocabulary. Just asking about some vocabulary and all that. And it was like, just looked over at the teacher. I mean, I wanted to ask you, but you still got a joker, so if you don't want to do it, you can just use that. Joker, and just laid my head back down and continued sleeping. Another story was because at that point I had like the whole problem where I had to get like surgery done on my back, so I wasn't allowed to take part in PE class. So on every Wednesday, I would have the 6th, 7th, and 8th period just free. So I didn't know what to do. So oftentimes I would just eat lunch, at the start of 6th period, and then just go into the lounge that's like reserved for those grades, like 11th and 12th grade. Because we get like a fucking lounge reserved for us due to, you know, us being like fucking 2 like graduating years. Basically, not quite graduating. You of course only graduated at 12th grade, but basically like 11th and 12th grade is like the fucking like final countdown, I guess, basically. And so you get like a lounge for you. So every
It's
Wednesday.
the final countdown. No.
So every Wednesday, I would just like eat lunch in like the 6th period, and then just go to that lounge, just like, and there were usually, of course, people there, and I would basically like, hey, wake me up at 9th period if you're still there. If not, well, fucked up, I guess. And just like lay down on one of the couches, grab a blanket, and just sleep. And one time I did that, I woke up like fucking 10 minutes late, and my class after that was English. And so I basically like woke up, most of the time, like grabbed my bag and just walked normally up there. Arrived like 5 minutes later. Sorry about the delay. Fell asleep in the lounge. Yeah, okay. And I just like walked back to my spot. Everyone was fucking staring at me because I was late. Just like put my bag down, put my coat on the fucking table. Fucking kept sleeping. Like everyone in the fucking classroom was just staring at me, and just like walked to my desk and just fucking conked out again.
At that point, you may as well just not bother moving.
Well, here's the thing. You still need to be, like, present at classes. It's just that the English teacher was like,
right.
well, like, even if he's sleeping, he's still, like, one of the best people in the fucking class, so what am I supposed to do?
Oh,
Which is
well.
actually, like, a thing. I was, like, one of the fucking class bests.
Anyway.
Mainly because the other kids were still, the other people in my class were still people who pronounced the as ze.
Oh.
Which, how?
Yeah.
The train goes fast! You know, shit like that.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah,
another delay.
I can't help
Indeed.
it!
So many delays.
I guess I'm kind of a wuss in that
A wuss.
regard. Yes, you are, pussy!
Indeed.
But then they would feel bad about skipping too, so it doesn't matter, really.
傍線部 B について重要なのはまず要点を考えること。単語ごと目を当て、自然、人間、科学、共存という4つを抽出。そして問題文に戻ると。
What class is that supposed to be?
Yeah.
I just can't concentrate. I know I have to, but my mind keeps getting distracted thinking about Nene. As I take my notes, I steal occasional glances at her. She appears to be wholly focused on class. She's not looking my way or anything. She's staring down at a notebook with a serious face. Seeing her like that encourages me to stop messing around. I shouldn't be using her as an excuse to pay attention, really. Focus, Yuji, focus.
だから、ここの問題の正解は「あ」になるわけ。いい？質問は？ないみたいだね。それじゃあ、今日はここまでにしておこうか。
The bell rings, and Hizashima walks out of the classroom. That wasn't good. I need to review everything we've went over these past few days, and sometime when I'm home. Imagine reviewing. That's probably part of why part of the reason why I fucking had to drop out. I don't fucking study.
Yeah.
I'm terrible at studying. Like, I learn by listening in class. So that was probably why the whole like stress and sleep deprivation from the fucking surgeries was so fatal for me when it came to classes, because I couldn't concentrate in class anymore, and I don't like, and it doesn't like things I study don't stick in my head when I'm just like at home like reviewing shit. Anyways, all of our classmates are busy putting away their textbooks and stuff, but then I keep staring at her notebook the way she was during class. Wait a second. Isn't that strange? She seriously hasn't moved an inch since class let out. Curiously, I approached her when I'm assaulted by a sweet fragrance. Oh no.
Oh no.
He's squirming around,
Oh,
rubbing her
dear.
thighs together. There's even sweat running down her forehead. But most of all is her heavy breathing. This means she wasn't concentrating on class like I thought. But this really trying to fight off her arousal. What the hell? You don't need to listen to her pant. Are you okay, Nene?
大丈夫じゃないです。もうポタポタ
Uh-oh.
Yikes. Come on, finish speaking, lass.
できそうになくて
We get a single yike.
It's that bad?
今まで触れ合えなかった分の反動があるみたいに今日はすごい、やだしびれちゃう
Crap, this isn't good.
二人ともどうかしたの
Ah, Sheba! Perfect!
何どうかしたの
Nana's having another one of her you-know-what's from the thing of the thing.
と言われても契
ごめん。
約
How precise.
これがあれってあれのことそれは大変だどうしようどうすればいいか
Lower your voice.
Well, first, I gotta get her out of here. Can you come up with an excuse to tell the next teacher when they get here?
任せてなんとか頑張ってみるね
Thanks, see you later!
すみませんご迷惑をおかけして
And like in a panic, she's like stuck between like Shuji had a stomach ache and
It's like the silly
and
excuses.
some like,
in Hoshiori.
she's like fucking like stuck between multiple excuses, and then when the teacher asks about it, like she just like accidentally bursts out, "Shuji's on his period."
Oh yeah, like in Hoshiori.
Yeah, basically.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah, that was so fun. Like, oh don't worry, I told the teacher you're on your period, got period pains. What?
Well,
I want to punch Natsuki so hard. Anyway,
Like at the beginning of a route, I also just really wanted to punch Natsuki, but by the end, it's just
you feel strangely unfulfilled.
no. By the end, it's just like you like at the start of Natsuki's route, it's just like okay, punchable, and then like after the first half of the high school arc, I guess you could call it, it's just like yeah, okay, fuck, she's good. I still love the fucking like move her mentor pulled at the end of the route.
Oh yeah.
We're not gonna mention what it is. Just go play the
We
game
know.
if you don't know.
Yeah, we
It's
know,
worth
we
it.
thankfully know.
It's worth it.
It's a bit of a dick move.
Hoshiyuki Yumamura is an amazing game. One of my personal fucking favorites. It's comfortably sharing second spot along with the entirety of Machikoi and Tsujusano Junai Road, and the only game that's above it is our Lord and Savior Utawaru Mono.
Of course.
Listen, if I had the cash for, like, anime merch, this whole fucking room would be full of Utawaru Mono merch. I would probably have a fucking,
Eru body pillow.
Not Eruru.
Oh.
Kuon.
Who then?
Kuon best girl.
Oh, okay.
Or Munichika. Munichika's also an option. Alternatively, if I'm feeling the big horny bonk, then Fumirul. I don't have to explain why. And I would probably also have like my own What were they called? Fuck. I forgot what they were called. Akuruka. I think it was. Fuck, that's Steam. I didn't want to open Steam. I think it was Akuruka. Yeah, because the monsters themselves are called Akuruturuka. Yes, I remember correctly. Akuruturuka are like the big fuck off monsters, and Akuruka are the masks themselves. In a way, you could almost say that Utavarumano is kinda similar to Majora's Mask.
Almost, actually. Almost.
Like, you see my point, don't you?
Yes. Almost. Anyway.
Yeah. We're wasting time again.
Yeah.
But this time, Eel is very much also to blame.
Yeah. Kind of was.
Yeah. I thus leave the classroom in a rush with a trembling Nene. He just like leads her into the occult club, locks the door, just like rips off his pants. I'm ready. What do we do? I can wait outside until you're done if you want. Well, I mean, if you... She gazes at me with moist eyes. Sweet and succulent aroma that's been hanging in the air has stirred up my arousal as well. Shit, if she looks like that. I know school isn't the place to be doing this, but I won't be able to stop myself. I forgot to open up the fucking censorship once.
Ace, Dr. Skywalker Speed Freak. Oh.
Gay Vampire Dr. Skywalker Speed Freak. I still like the idea that like people are so fucking confused why the fuck that's always just at the top of the censor bar, and I don't feel like explaining anymore.
Oh well. Let's troll through this.
Like, I guess Luke Skywalker just got a doctorate, turned to a vampire, just really wanted to get into Han Solo's pants, and then decided to fucking
Oh no, you're one of those shippers.
then decided to crash the fucking Millennium Falcon into the next planet because he was going too fast.
Yeah, he painted it red.
Like, is that the reason why that's there? Who knows? Well, I do, but I'm not gonna tell you. Anyway, but yeah, I have to basically like, I have the censorship like editor window open, but I have to like make it visible at least once, because the first time I make it visible, it takes like a second or two before it actually shows up. Do you want me to? Mm?
Somebody's gonna save that voice line now.
Huh?
Somebody's gonna save that as a voice line in a minute.
I would actually be
Him
kind of
squealing.
curious if like somebody was decided to like go through all my fucking videos and just like take note of like take a fucking like voice clip of every weird noise I give off and just make a highlight reel. What the fuck kind of hell sounds those would
Spawn.
be? Like, I can. Some indie dev is gonna find that video and just decide I'm gonna use those for more monsters. My heart
You would
throbs
make a
against,
good monster.
possibly. My heart throbs against my chest, and the blood circulating through my body converges to my groin as my penis gets harder.
Thank you, because I needed that imagery.
Don't imagine me. There's no mixed messages there. She wants to have sex.
それにこの発情は好きな人のことを
Fuck. Whoops, I didn't actually want to click there yet.
Maybe
You
as
did.
well.
Yeah, probably
授業
better
に
so.
手が入らなくてずっと考えてたら
Wanna feel it too. Wanna feel warmth of the whole body like that time before. Gazing lustfully at each other, we slowly bring our faces closer. Before we can kiss,
Lock
she
the door.
stops.
Lock the door. Did you lock the door?
このままだと制服が汚れちゃうかも
Then take it off.
Huh? So, should we not then?
いえ私も我慢できませんからこうすればこれなら制服は汚れたりしませんよね
How convenient.
Come
Yeah.
on her hat.
It's going to be a bit difficult to get out.
just fucking like grab her hat. I'm gonna fill this thing. That would be a Yamato thing to do.
He
Is it
would.
Yamato.
I'm gonna fill this thing and then you're gonna put it on.
Ooh.
I feel like Yamato would do that.
To troll people.
Yeah. Like Yamato knows like there's a shower next door. Like there's no fucking problem with doing this. Like, here you go, put it on. Good point, but I've always known how sexy that outfit is. But I got myself into the habit of not thinking about it. But now, when we're about to have sex, sure, I might start feel really horny when I see you in your witch outfit from now on.
構いませんそれよりも
Oh, that's fun. I'm into it. Wait, what? She removes some of the belts strapped around her body and then gets on the desk and thrusts her ass in my face. Yike. A singular yike.
Yeah.
The council has awarded you but one singular yike. Ah.
Motherfucker, I have to censor.
Bro.
The goddamn censorship bar didn't quite reach all the way down. 0:57:30.
You fool.
Why does it not reach that far down? I don't remember doing anything to the window. 0:57:30. Then extend. I guess it's still like... I'm still gonna fucking have to censor again.
Oh well.
Feeling better now?
はいすみませんいろいろとご面倒をおかけしてしまってもう大丈夫ですから
Oh, no, you don't need to worry about that. I mean, like... Would it feel weird if I thanked you?
そうですねそれは変だと思いますそれに恥ずかしいので
Right. Well, let's just say things turned out the way they did because we all wanted it. Classes have already started, but Nene and I just can't bring ourselves to leave this place. You know, nothing really is better than being with you.
私も二人で過ごす時間が大好きです
I'm so glad I manned up and told her how I felt yesterday. Otherwise, we would have kept wasting away what time we have. But as much
You'll
as we
have
want
to air the club room out before club starts.
What?
You'll have to air out the club room.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But as much as we want to bask in and cherish these happy times, we have something more important to worry about. Problem that we can't allow ourselves to ignore.
Cool.
Just being beside you fills my chest with happy feelings.
私も 修二君と一緒にいられることが幸せだって改めて思いました。
I was a bit curious. Have you checked the fragments? Now that we've made up, I guess that's not the right phrase for it. Anyhow, now that we've both decided to stay together, I've started to feel happiness again. So that should correspond to more fragments for her. Nene then quietly takes out the bottle, albeit hesitantly.
以前よりも量が増えてます。私は特に回収もしていませんから。
Which can only mean they came from me, essentially. The more happiness I feel, the shorter our time together gets cut. I mentally prepared myself for it. Just feel happiness because I knew that forcing ourselves apart would hurt a million times worse. But it doesn't mean this whole situation doesn't affect me whatsoever.
今日はしちゃったのであれですが、それでもこの分だと今週末には瓶がいっぱいになってしまうと思います。
Pain! Pain! Pain!
No time to dilly-dally, Mr. Wick.
What?
No time to dilly-dally, Mr. Wick.
Oh, Lord.
Not quack.
七尾に確認をしたわけではありませんから、本当は違うかもしれませんが。
Well, still, it can't be too far off. It's more clear that the phrase "I don't want to say goodbye" is what we're both thinking about in this moment. But we don't say that aloud. We made our decision. We've sworn that we won't avert our eyes from the things that scare us. We won't run away and cry. Instead of communicating that verbally, I squeeze her palm, overlapped with mine. By doing that, putting strength into my grip, I reassure her that I'm here, that this warmth is very real. This time, Nene doesn't tear her hand away. She grasps it back. While we stand there cuddling together, I softly ask her, "Nene, can I ask you something?"
はい、何ですか?
You still hate the fact that your parents got divorced, right? So want to live together with a family? As a family?
それは、はい。確かに、そういう気持ちはあります。
And everything's fine. No need to feel sad. You're heading to the past to find happiness. Your wish will come true, Nene. We'll stay to grieve about in that.
でも、そのせいで、修二君と一緒にいられなくなります。
Maybe so. But see, that's only because you haven't yet met me in the time period you're going to. It's not like you're going to some alien world. You're only going back to the past, so we'll be able to meet again. I'm sure once we do, I'll fall for you again. Then you'll not only have me, but your wish will be granted. You'll be happy.
Wishful thinking.
Think about it. How would I not fall for a girl as perfect as you? Though, when you meet me again, I'll still probably have that hole in my heart. But we'll end up happy when we find each other. Happier than we are now. I'll have the happiness of being with your family. Now I'll have the happiness of having my heart filled. Smiling in it. Everything's gonna be alright. I do everything I can to reassure her. I speak with a warm, gentle tone, making sure not even the slightest taste of happiness seeps into my voice. I want her to be happy. It might take a bit more time to get things back to where they are now. But you're going back to find happiness, Nene. It'll be alright. Nothing I'm saying is a lie. If I were to lay the entirety of my feelings bare, though, then of course I'd tell her I don't want to say goodbye. But if her parents' divorce is still digging into her heart like a thorn, then removing it is the right thing to do. I'll be waiting for you, Nene. I'll be waiting for the day when I see you again. Wherein lies true happiness. Forgetting or remembering. I ruminate on that while savoring the warmth I feel from her. What?
It's philosophy. Get that philosophy out of here.
Yes. Philosophy is for fobs.
Of course, I don't want to forget Nene. Thinking that I alone would be capable of remembering her would be the height of foolishness. Nene, on the other hand, will remember everything. Me, the club, school, everything. If you still remember me when you find the happy life with your family you're looking for, I want you to seek me out.
いいんですか？本当にこんな私ともう一度出会ったりしたらまた傷つけちゃうかもしれませんよ。
I already told you, Nene. I regret nothing. May not have led the most fulfilling life, but even so, the one thing that's brought the most happiness has been you. When you find me, I'll probably be living that boring, dull life I used to. So I want you to open my eyes. I want her to be able to smile. Knowing her, she won't be able to just forget and put it behind her. Or at least, but I at least want her to have fond memories of our time together. The last thing I want to see when we meet again is that smile. The first thing I want to see when we meet again is that smile of yours. That's the part I love the most. That's the part of you I love the most, Nene. I most of the best smile I can for her. I don't want her final memories of me to be sad and sorrowful. I want her to be happy. The last thing I want is for my sadness to spread to her. So smile for me, Nene. I want to see that beautiful smile of yours.
そうですね。はい。修二君がそう言うなら笑います。ちゃんと笑いたいと思います。
Yeah, what if for some reason when she fills the bottle, she can basically choose when to activate it? So she just goes through her life all the way to old age when Shuji finally dies of old age or something. And then she decides to activate it. And then everyone just remembers it was kind of weird that he was lonely for so fucking long. He had a dad alone. Wait, didn't he have kids? The fuck?
What?
Hold on.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
How did he have children then?
Yo, he got birth certificates too, bro.
He got birth certificate, he got a fucking marriage certificate.
Yo, who's this Nene woman, bro?
What the fuck is happening? Everyone's just gonna be so fucking confused. Especially the kids. Because the kids have no fucking clue what's going on. Who's my parents?
Yeah.
They're just freaking about their mother.
I swear to God, there was someone I was supposed to bring to the fucking,
Funeral.
the fucking pension home today. Fuck, who was it? I'm supposed to bring someone to the pension today.
だから笑うためにこれで最後にしますから。今だけは。
That's right. I'm here. Let it all out. Put strength in my arms and pull Nene into a tight embrace. Hold on. Thanks for first zooming out and getting rid of her sprite before making the window see-through. Means I have less to censor. Neither of us want to say goodbye. It's such an obvious fact to the both of us that we don't need verbal confirmation. Actually, putting it into words would just put us back in the same old cycle, if anything. We should decide to move forward instead of standing idly by and doing nothing. I've completely lost track of how long we've spent in each other's arms.
そろそろ戻りましょうか。
Just like she promised, she's wearing that smile I know her for. Yep. We can't hang around here forever after all. Even if we wanted to, Inaba and the others would arrive once school lets out.
ところで、一つお願いがあるんです。週末に、私とデートしてもらえませんか？
This weekend, when the bottle is going to reach full capacity. Well, I'm just letting it happen on a normal day. Maybe she wants some proper event or something to give her a sense of closure. But I have no need to confirm that with her. And its personal reasons don't matter. My choice is obvious. Sorry, I know I've asked you out on a date before. I know I've never asked you out on a date before. I guess my mind was just too preoccupied with what was right in front of me.
私の発情のせいもあって、いろいろと順番を間違えてる気もするんですが、デートしたいです。
Samir. Would you go on a date with me, Nene?
はい、喜んで。
I think we're gonna end it like on the start of the date because that's a good place to end it.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Because after that, we're not stopping for a while.
Oh, good. All right.
So if we don't stop before the date, we're stopping at the 5-hour mark.
I have a feeling something bad happens at the date. Don't just sniffle sadly.
Oh no, I have like a stuffed nose all fucking day already.
Oh dear.
Went over to
Just go
Nene's
quiet
apartment
then.
like before. And... What?
Talking to myself.
No. You said like just go something.
Don't just go quiet. Don't just go quiet, bro.
Oh, I
You're
wasn't really
confirming my
trying to
feelings.
go quiet. Went over to Nene's apartment like before and we ate dinner with her. All 3 of our meals today were fixed by her. Oh, how I'd love to continue these days of bliss. But you can't always get what you want. I'll be back in a bit.
こんな時間にか
Do not question me, old man. It's really, really important. That'll take long, though, so I won't be back too late. Anyways, be right back.
おういってらっしゃい何にしろ夜道には気をつけてね
I don't know why I expected anything different, but damn, it's so chilly out. Stuff man's in my pocket and likely run to my destination. It just fucking breaks out into a fucking sprint.
いらっしゃい。
Good evening. Cafe already closed, but almost lets me in and shows me to a table. I'm the only person in here. The whole place is dead. Silent.
こんばんは。何か飲むかい？
Thanks, but I'm good. It's already late. I'll leave right after we're done talking.
そうか。では早速本題に入ろうか。ねねのことだね。
Yeah. I feel bad for pestering you, but did you find anything that allow us to stay together?
残念ながら
She slowly shakes her head with a somber, apologetic
す
tone.
まない。やはりそんな方法は見つけられな
This
かっ
may
た。
seem stupid. What if you just break the bottle? Has that been discussed?
I accidentally forgot to fucking close the goddamn censorship. Whoops.
No one has seen anything for the past 10 or so minutes.
I don't think anyone ever suggests breaking the bottle. So, then we'll have to.
魔力が満たされ次第、契約に従って過去に戻ってしまうだろう。そして、星野くんからも、ネネの記憶が消えてしまう。
It wouldn't be possible for me to say return to the past with her, would it?
難しいだろうな。もし仮に書き換えが可能だとしても、他にも大きな問題がある。単純に考えただけでも、二人が過去に戻るには倍の魔力が必要となる。確かにネネが集めたかけらには余裕があるが、それでも二人を送るには全然足りない。
Well, damn. Altering the magic is next to impossible. And even assuming we could, we'd still have to find a way to get double the amount of mana. It's taken many years to get to that amount. Can't possibly do anything in a matter of days. I guess I'm just gonna have to say goodbye to her then. All I can do is pray that we meet again once we travels back. Wait. They won't have a contract then. So exactly how we're gonna cross paths. gonna be back to my unsociable loner to be in. I'm going to be back to an unsociable loner then.
時間はほとんど残されていないだろう。今、星名くんの中に残っているかけらから考えると、おそらくは。
This weekend,
予想がついていたのか？
I'm going on a date with Nene this weekend.
デート。そうか。
So does she want to make that date our final? So she does want to make that date our final memory together. We both decide to spend our remaining time together. That's what we want.
そうか。そんなに好きなのか。そう決めているのなら、私から言うことは何もない。まあ、最初から私が口を挟める立場ではないことは承知しているんだが、星名くんは、ネネのことを愛しているのか。
Absolutely. I love her more than anything.
後悔していたりしないのか。
Not in the slightest. Meeting Nene and taking her fragments, albeit by accident, did help me. I finally managed to change myself for the better. I've never felt this happy and content in my whole life. Even now, I'm counting my blessings that I managed to meet her.
つまらないことを聞いたね。
Now it's okay. I meant every word I said. Of course, I'm glad that I'm her boyfriend. Could spend time with her and feel her warmth and love. But I'm just as thankful and appreciative for all the events that came before. Like the Halloween party. Practicing for that bass guitar part felt like hell, but in retrospect, I'm so glad I did it. And I can't forget all the counseling we did with the OC. I never really involved myself with my peers before joining, but helping people with their problems and seeing them smile is a feeling like no other. You know, I never realized it before, but Meguru is actually like the second tallest of all the main girls. And that somehow fucking, like, just fucks me up.
That's cursed. No,
That's just unusually tall.
That is cursed. That fucks me up mentally.
That's just unusually tall, right? That happens.
No, that's cursed information.
Also, she is currently sided by two. She's currently like the flatlands between two mountains.
Oh,
Don't let her hear you say that.
I always wanted to change my habits, but I just never had that courage to jump in and do it. Thanks to my time at the club, I feel like I've become a completely different person for the better. It all started by meeting Nene. Every day since that I've spent with her has been. Every day since that I've spent. Fuck! Every day since that I've spent with her has been full of smiles and joy. If I'd never stumbled across her that day, or even if I had, I wouldn't be the person I am now if I hadn't absorbed the fragments. So is there anything I could possibly give her to take with her? Something she can remember me by when she goes back, so she won't have to be alone. Only her conscience will be traveling back in time, so obviously nothing physical, but it has to be something. Would we maybe be able to retrieve my feelings towards Nene's fragments?
やろうと思えば可能だが。
So then, could I at least give her my feelings to take with her? I just want to ease her loneliness somewhat.
かけらに収まる程度の意識なら、余った魔力で対応できるかもしれないが。
And that's what I want to do. I wanted to retrieve my fragments, so she'll at least have something to take.
ちょっと待った。確かに可能とは言ったが、それは本来の回収とは全く違う。本来、かけらは余分な部分を回収するものだ。だが星名君にとって、ネネへの思いは余分なものではない。それを回収するためには、君の心を無理やり砕く、ということになるんだ。
Is that dangerous?
当然だ。無理やり砕いて回収するとなれば、余分でない部分まで奪う可能性がある。もしそうなったら、心が壊れる。何をしても何も感じたりしない。そんな風に感情の全てが欠落してしまうかもしれないんだぞ。
Well, that just makes that just makes Tsumugi's route far worse.
Yeah.
Because fucking Akane did this with no fucking second thought.
Not food.
Mind you, it did turn into a bear. So
Huh? What? What's this about a bear?
A bear?
teddy bear? Or am I
What?
thinking of the wrong person?
Akane's the bird.
My mistake.
There's no bear in this. Where the fuck did you get bear from?
Bear.
I thought there was a
Grizzly
teddy bear
bear.
in one of them. Never mind. No.
There's no
Maybe I'm
teddy bear in
deranged.
this. Yes, you are deranged. Actually, there is a teddy bear in this, namely the main character, who turns into one. But that's like
My mistake.
far past
forgot
that point in
personalities.
the story.
Crossed. Yeah. Besides which, I think I just got my wires crossed as to who's who.
I
Man,
mean,
must be going
to be
sick now.
fair, we only like skimmed the route and I talked about what happens, so I can't really blame you too much for not knowing what the fuck happens when.
Yeah.
But still.
Me going a bit senile
それは
probably may explain some of it.
心に穴が開くなんて日じゃないほど危険で治ったりしないんだ。
Still. Nah, shouldn't say it like that. Look, I'll be fine. That won't be enough to rip my heart. I have confidence in that.
何？
My love for Nene is infinite. Some of it will they'll probably be there after I damage my heart. So there's nothing to worry about.
しかしだな。そんな危険を冒してまでかけらを持たせることに何の意味があるんだ？
I just want to do something for her. You mentioned that it might tear my heart apart. But really, I feel like letting her go without doing anything would do that to me anyways. Deep down, I almost had the fear that I would lose something important to me. I could never shake it off. If that's at least something I could do for her, no matter how minuscule it is, I want to do it. I want to do whatever I can. I don't care how dangerous it is. Even if it doesn't have much meaning, so long as it's something. I love her too much not to.
ダメだ。そんな何の意味もない賭けに協力することはできない。
Soma. Ah, it's freezing out here! My fingers start to sting after being exposed to the chilly nighttime air. Looking at my frigid hands only reminds me of the nice warmth of Nene's hands. I'm still able to remember that sensation, but once the magic activates, all I can do now is put faith in my bond with Nene. And that thought makes my body shiver more than the chill of the wind possibly could.
何かまだ要件があるのかな？
Oh no.
ああ、ねねか。すまない、勘違いをした。さっきまで他の客がいてね。
Oh, no.
修二くんですよね。店から出てくるところを見ましたから、浮かない表情をしていました。やっぱり見つかりませんでしたか？私がここに修二くんと一緒にいられる方法は。
すまないな。それは無理だ。ネネをこの世界に留める方法はないと思ってほしい。
そうですか。でもそんなに気にしないでください。私は悩みを解消するために戻るんです。
The next day just shows up at a doorstep again. I'm not backing backing down on this. You're going to help me shoot myself with Nene's gun.
だから笑うって決めたんです。
そうか。
ただ修二くんのことが気になります。私のことを忘れてくれるのはいいんです。私は修二くんを縛り付けたくなんてない。ちゃんと幸せになってほしいですから。でも心はそれで大丈夫なのかが心配です。 記憶がなくなれば心のバランスも自然と取れるものなんですか？
正直なところ、バランスが崩れる可能性は否定できない。星名くんはネネのことを本気で愛している。彼の心の中にはネネが住んでいる。ネネの存在が大きければ大きいほど、その大切な相手が消えたとしたら、いくら覚悟しているとしても、その寂しさに本当に耐えられるかどうかは別問題だ。徐々に心が削られていくなんてこともあるだろう。
やっぱりそうなんですね。私がバカなことを考えたから。七尾、私の修二君に対する気持ちを利用すれば、それを防ぐことはできませんか？
ねね、
私の心から無理やり奪ってくれて構いません。私はまた会える。だから大丈夫。今の私はどうなってもいいんです。修二君を守りたい。
君たちは分かった。私も腹をくくろう。
それはどういう意味ですか？
ねえねえ、君にはこれを渡しておく。
これは玉ですか？
Here, take it and end your life.
Romeo and Juliet moment.
Honorable seppuku.
Honorable seppuku, but it's a fucking bullet to the head. Right.
Honorable seppuku.
心のバラン
It's
スが
honorable
崩れないよう
seppuku the
に、
American way.
星名くんのネネを思う気持ちを回収するんだ。今回は普段の魔力回収とは違う。星名くんの心を砕いて奪うための特殊な弾丸だ。
でも心を砕いたりして大丈夫なんですか？
言ったろ、特殊な弾丸だと。この弾丸を使えば問題ない。あとは全て私が片付けておく。もし問題があるとすれば、ネネがちゃんと撃てるかだ。かけらとして回収する必要があるのはネネを思う気持ちだ。だがネネを心配する気持ちが増えれば他に影響を与えるかもしれない。ネネ、君が今考えるべきは、星名君に心配をかけずにこの弾丸を撃つこと。それが星名君を守ることにもつながる。
サノバウィッチ。
Break me fucking neck! Good morning. Saturday, the day of our day. Oh, okay, we're going back a line and ending the first.
が戻るよ。
セーブ画面だよ。
Ooh, okay.
Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. See you next one. Bye-bye!
Take care.
Bye
Whenever
bye.
that is.
I don't know why I did that.